Hello everyone, my name is Rujal Gandhi. In this video, I am going to walk you through a full stack web application I have developed called the Numo, an organization finance management system. This application was inspired by a real life problem faced in many organizations. This came to my note when my father, who manages the finance in a chain organization, described me the difficulty he faced in managing the funds and needed a tool that would help him to track the category wise balance, manage the record efficiently, and share the updates with the organization transparently. For such organization, tracking finance based on specific category is not just practical, it's deeply spiritual. If someone donates the money under category A, that money should only be spent for category A related work. According to the Jain belief, misusing the funds across the categories is considered as a sin. So I built the Numo, a tailored solution to simplify and secure this entire process. The text I use for these web applications are for front-end HTML with the responsive UI using the Bootstrap and the custom CSS. For the back-end Node.js with the Express.js and MongoDB as the database. The user interface is designed with a modern, cozy, and a clean aesthetic look, providing a smooth experience for all the users with all the technical backgrounds. The layout is mobile-friendly, making it easy to access on any of the devices. Before starting with the demo, let me give a quick overview of the features. User can sign in and log in securely in the system. Also, it has the functionality of the forget password. Once the user logs in, the dashboard is displayed with a clear snapshot of category-wise financial overview and icon-based navigation for all the functionalities. User can log incoming donation or outgoing payments. Each transaction is tagged under a main category with the fields of amount, description, dates, and optional field called as special comment. Sometimes, even when a payment is tagged to a main category, there is a need to further tag it to under a subcategories. For that, the user can enter a special comments like education program or a charity event. This payment can later be searched and filtered using the special comments, offering more flexibility and clarity in the reporting. Payment receipts can be created, displayed, updated, or deleted. Some of the additional features are a receipt can be generated and printed after each transaction. A summary sheet of all the transactions can be printed and exported to the Excel. This helps in maintaining the transparency and sharing the official records easily. Also, a weekly reports are mailed to the registered user with summarizing all the incoming and expenses per category in the CSV file. Let's quickly begin with the demo. On the summary page, two buttons will be displayed, the sign up button and the login button. On clicking the sign up button, the get API is called and the sign up page is displayed. After entering the details and submitting it, the post API is called and the data is saved in the database. So the user has been successfully registered. Let's move ahead with the next feature. If the login button is clicked, the get API is called and the login page is displayed. On populating the data on the login page and clicking on the submit, that post API is called and the data is sent to the backend to verify if the user exists or the credentials are correct. Since the credentials were correct, the user has been navigated and logged into the system. Once logged in the system, the dashboard is displayed. Initially, there is no data, so let's begin with creating the member first. To create the member, click on the person icon. After that, click on the create person profile. A get API is called and the create new person profile page is open. Here we can create the persons. So let's create some couple of people here, couple of members here to proceed with the payments. So here we have created couple of person profiles here. To verify it again, we can just click on the search person profile. And on the search page, we can see the list of all the four members which we have created. We have a feature to search the members here in the search bar. So on selecting any of the member, the get API is called and the modify person profile is opened. We can modify the data if required and click on save. The data will be saved, data will be updated in the backend. For creating the payments, we will also need the category. So let's proceed with creating the category. On the category page, we need to populate the respective items which we need for the creating of the categories. On clicking the add button, the post API is called and the data has been saved in the database. In the below list section, we can see that the entered data has been displayed there. We will quickly add the couple of the categories to proceed with the creating of the payments. Now let's proceed with creating of the incoming payments. So on selecting the drop down, we can see all the users which we have added. So select any of them or user. Coming down, there is a date field. By default, the current date is displayed, but we have the option to modify the day as per our requirement. In the below table, we can enter the details of the payment. Coming below, we have two fields to enter the comments and enter the searchable comments. So for now, we can just populate the searchable comment as important so that we can proceed with the next functionalities. Coming below, the total amount field is not editable. To get the full amount, we just need to click on that field and the amount will be displayed. Click, select the payment status and click on submit. On clicking the submit, the post API is triggered and the data is saved in the database and the same is reflected on the dashboard. So we can see here since we have used these two categories, the amount has been reflected in the amount section. We will quickly create some of the more receipts into this and then proceed with the next functionalities. We will update this receipt as the unpaid receipt and let's see what is being displayed here. So if we see here in the category of the puja and rituals, the amount is 4,500 and on clicking the submit, the data is getting saved, but the amount is not reflected in the category on the dashboard. So let's go ahead with the displaying the incoming payments. On clicking the show incoming payment, the same like the person page, here all the payments are displayed with the search bar. In the search bar, you can search with the name, receipt number, or the rupees or the payment status. So let's go ahead with the third payment, which we have marked as the unpaid, and try to edit it and make it as the paid status. We will toggle the status of the payment to the paid and click on the update changes. The post API will be called and the data will be updated in the database. So here we can see that the payment status has changed to paid. And once we just click on the home page, we can also see here the under the category of the selected, the amount has been updated. For the further information of the edit payment receipts, we can just go for one more payment receipt and click on the edit button. So for the description of the edit button, we can see here the name field, date field, and the receipt is uneditable now. We can't edit it. Even the data present in the table can't be edited, but we can add the new row, populate the details. This will go with the random details for now. And but there is one more thing where the paid status can't be toggled to the unpaid. We will just update the changes, and we can see here the one more row has been added in the receipt. And if you navigate to the home page, the amount has been updated here. The next functionality is to delete the receipts. So once we click on the delete button, the notification comes that once we confirm the deletion, the receipt has been deleted and the amount has been deducted from the summary page. Additionally, we can print the receipt by clicking on the print icon at the top right. Moving on with the outgoing payments. The outgoing payments were similarly, but without the drop down for the receipt name or the payment status toggle. So we'll quickly create some of the outgoing payments and work on the further functionalities. So here we can see that since the first created receipt was deleted and the amount has turned to zero, but we have again created the outgoing payment for the same category in which there is no amount present. So the amount is displayed in the minus. Since for the recently created payment the already amount was existing, the amount has been just deducted from the original amount. So even the show outgoing payment works in the same as it was working for the incoming payments. We can click on the edit button and edit the details which we want to edit. Like if I wanted to add one more row, click on the update change, the changes will be updated and it will also reflect on the home page. We will just delete the receipt now. The receipt has been deleted successfully and we can see that on the home page the amount has turned to zero. Same as of incoming payment, we can also print the receipts of the outgoing payments by clicking on the right corner. Going with the next functions, we have already checked for the create person profile and the search person profile. For the list of payments with person details, the page will display with the two drop-downs with one with the user's name and second with the user's payment status. If none of the details has been selected and click search with the blank drop-downs, all the details will be populated in the list. By clicking on the export to Excel, the Excel file will be generated. So the Excel file has been opened and we can see here all the details present in the list has been displayed here. Moving ahead, for the category, we have already created the new categories. So let's go ahead with deleting the category which is not in used. So since we have observed that we have deleted the incoming payments from the medical emergency and the outgoing same from the outgoing. So we will try to delete the medical emergency category. So once you refresh the page, the category will be deleted. But if we delete the category which is already in use and we try to refresh the page, the category will not be deleted. Moving on with the search by searchable comments. So here we have added in the sum of the payments, we have added the searchable comments. So here all the comments which has been added as the special comments will be displayed. And on clicking any of the comments, the receipt number, the type, and all the details for that payment will be displayed. So there are some of the additional features. In the footer, there is an option to send the feedback directly to the developer's email ID. So if we just type here some data, like I want to send it to with my ID, it, and send the mail. So the mail was sent successfully. So just let me quickly show you the mail received with on the developer side. So the mail has been received at the developer side. Moving ahead, there is a functionality for the dark mode and the light mode. So now if I log out the system and try to navigate to the summary page without login, so I will get the error, you must be logged in. And once I log in again, I will be navigated to the same page which I was trying to log in before. Additionally, the weekly report has been sent to the registered user IDs. So once you download this, the CSV file contains both the receipts and the payments created. Just have a look into it. So there are some of the pending enhancements like a confirmation prompt before saving the new payment or improve the category refresh after the delete and strengthening the forget password by generating a unit expiring instead of common reset link. So here is the end of the demo. The Numo is more than just a finance tracker. It's a solution designed with both practical and spiritual responsibilities in the mind. It's helping real people stay accountable and organized while also showcasing my capability in full stack development, UI UX design, and solving real world problems. Although the app isn't deployed yet due to ongoing work on the securities, the full codebase document and the video demo are available on the GitHub. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to connect, feel free to reach out on the LinkedIn or check the project link in the description below.